Minnesota has over 900 million ash trees, and emerald ash borer would like to destroy them all. We're standing here with Paul Wegleitner, the homeowner, and Faith Applequist, an arborist with Tree Quality. And you have, Paul, had some concern about whether you may have emerald ash borer. What made you think that?
Well, Terry, been living in this property for about 10 years now, and over the course of the years, we've noticed a couple tree diseases that have come through the area,
Great.
The oak wilt and Dutch elm disease, and was looking at some of the trees on the property and noticed that some of the leaves of this ash tree just didn't look right. So I was trying to be proactive, figure out what I could do to maybe prevent it from spreading or at least slow down the process.
Absolutely, and that's a really good idea. And Faith, of course, as an arborist, will be able to let us know if there's anything wrong with this tree right now. Do you see any symptoms?
Well, Terry, I do see a fungal disease on the leaves that would not be emerald ash borer.
Okay.
And I don't see any symptoms on the tree, but that doesn't mean the tree doesn't have emerald ash borer.
So what would the symptoms look like?
So homeowners should look for the tree kind of dying from the top down. We call it top-down canopy, a decline.
Mm-hmm.
Another big symptom or sign to look for is woodpeckers really feeding in the top of the canopy, because that's where the insects start. They start from the top and they move down. So if you see a lot of woodpeckers in your tree, that is one of the most important signs.
Because the woodpeckers are eating the bugs.
Right, they're eating the larvae
EAB.
that's in it's under the bark. So this is a sample. We do have some insects on here, but just to take a look, the bark on a tree that's infected with emerald ash borer will start to pull away, and so you could pull away this bark if this tree was infected. And when you do pull it away, you'll be able to see a gallery such as this. These are just like an S-shaped gallery where the larvae is feeding.
So it's like it's kind of snaking through the tree.
Right.
Okay.
It's snaking through the tree. So another symptom to look for is bark splitting. So if this bark is starting to split, feel free to try to pull that bark away and see if you see any of these galleries.
Okay. Now, we are in an area that is quarantined for emerald ash borer. And Paul, I'm assuming, would like to save his tree if he can.
Right.
What's a treatment that he can do to save the tree?
Okay, so this tree in particular is a smaller trunk-sized tree.
Mm-hmm.
And a tree of this size, we usually just do a soil drench at the base, and that's something that homeowners can do themselves.
A soil drench of
it's a pesticide that you can buy, at any, lawn and garden store, and it has a pesticide in it that the tree takes up through the root system, and then the whole tree is protected.
Okay.
And that's something that you have to do every year.
Okay.
There's another alternative for bigger trees that maybe could be, a foot or 2 feet in diameter. And that is an injection in the stem tissue. So it's kind of like an intravenous, if you've ever had an intravenous in your arm. So that goes into the stem, and that's where the pesticide goes right into the tree and not into the soil.
So you do that in just one area, one injection, or do you go around the
tree?
Right.
It goes around the tree. So
Okay.
the bigger the tree, the more injection sites there are.
Okay.
So you may have 8 different injection sites, and then the chemical goes up into the tree, and that treatment is good for many years. So the label on those, that's a professional application only.
Yes.
Homeowners can't do that, but the label says 2 years, but research is showing 3, even 4 years on that.
That's great. Well, we've just had a lot of information about emerald ash borer, and if you need even more information, you can go to our website, diginminnesota.com, and we will link you to Tree Quality, Faith Applequist, and Paul, thank you so much for inviting us over to check your trees. Thanks, Faith.
Thanks.